All right, welcome to Sports Business Life Podcast. I'm your co-host Michael. Let's say Diego. And
What's going
buddy,
on?
what's going on, man? What's going on these days?
Oh, it's a little gloomy out today, but we had a good few days with good weather, so it's been good. It's been
Um,
good, man.
was so I know I think you mentioned Kevin coming on. Maybe he's not gonna come on this time.
Oh, yes, yes. I did not message him, so
Okay, it's
yes.
okay.
We're gonna have to set up a date so he knows ahead of time.
Right.
So maybe we'll set it up for next week.
Okay, that sounds
So I don't
good.
know if he's gonna be at the house or he's gonna be at his place with the same thing we're doing here.
Nice.
Um, it would be cool at one point to kind of grab like lunch or something and do something like live, like in person at some point.
Hmm.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we could link up sometime this week and like schedule a date for like next Sunday, the time, and kind of set all that stuff up.
Yeah. My schedule's getting busy too because I'm doing a lot of edits and
Yeah, man, I'm,
stuff.
I'm seeing them. I'm seeing them. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, man. So I'm trying to get out there. I'm kind of behind on the NBA playoffs though. I
Are
I forgot where I left off at. So
what's the first series you want to talk about?
I left off at the Phoenix Suns tying the game up. That's on my TikTok. So yeah, so
Yeah, Phoenix is up 3-1 now. It's
yes
tough,
they
man.
are.
Kawhi's out again with injury. Like it looked to be a really really good entertaining series after game one. It's just unfortunate, Kawhi with his injury. Paul George is out. Like it's kind of hard to see, man. I think that would have been a pick'em series, but obviously once you're missing your two best players, it's kind of hard to kind of bet against Phoenix right now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because Kawhi played really good in that game one,
Did he
and
he looked like peak Kawhi, championship Raptors Kawhi.
yeah,
Really
but
did.
you have a deep team, but if you the best ability is availability, as they say, and
100%.
if you can't be available, it's just
And I mean, they have a deep team, but obviously they don't have like fire superstar power off of the bench
right,
to replace Kawhi. They
right.
just have a great supporting cast. When you get rid of the stars, they can't really carry the load for in a playoff series, maybe for a week or two, 3 weeks, a month in the regular season, but playoffs is a different breed. You
Yeah,
need stars to do
especially
well.
this team going up against Durant, Booker, and Chris Paul. And Booker,
I mean,
man,
like, yeah, he's been playing solid
yeah, man, his defense too has been he's been a beast on defense. Like
for
like some
sure.
stretches, like oh my gosh, just stopping everybody. But that's the thing with that team is that they got three guys. Oh, and the mid range game in that series is a beauty to watch. It's
The
like
Kings, man, the
finally bringing
Kings.
back
Yep.
ball. You know what I mean?
I mean, Phoenix is weird too because they got three guys that can do it. Like Paul's been so like okay, he's a little older now, but KD too, Booker, like man, they're just king of the mid range for sure.
Yo, it's so nice to see and watch because you can't stop it.
No, you
You know,
can't.
you know what I mean?
That's kind of the weakness now for all the defenses nowadays. Is you're running off that 3 point line. It's head fake, shot fake, one dribble in, easy pull up.
Yeah, because like you have to score if you're gonna be a three bomb team. The only team that I can see beating them, like I told you before, is the Warriors. It's the only team I see beating the Suns, and they can shoot threes at a high clip. Like even though they
Yeah,
might not have shown that this season, but they can
no,
always get that there in the playoffs, right?
yeah,
So because you got what four three pointers is 12 points, five two pointers is 10, or I should say six two pointers is 12. So if you're going
yeah,
4 for 10 and 6 for 12, you don't mind those
exactly.
numbers,
And you have two more extra possessions that you can do whatever you want with, which I'm
right?
sure will be more threes. So, yeah, it's kind of it depends, man, because sometimes the mid range is like if they're shooting like 60%, that changes everything.
I
Like if you
know.
shoot a high percentage, like that's the one thing that always got to me. Like obviously, like with Demar was a good player with the Raptors, good player when good year in Chicago, this and that. He tried. I'm gonna shoot more threes, and like once he realized, like, no, 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 I don't care what the league is doing right now. I need to do what's best for my
He had
offense.
his best year.
I'm not gonna exactly, and like I'm not gonna worry about the 3 point shot. I'm gonna take my shots in my rhythm, in my repertoire is his. He's the king of the mid range. He's gonna take those shots, and he had a good year. Like last year, kind of got messed up for Chicago because they kind of got into it, lots of injuries and that. But like this year also too, they weren't able to make the play in, but a lot of injuries. Like Lonzo Ball didn't play the whole year. I was supposed to be their starting point guard, so without him, it kind of missed a bunch of stuff, messed a bunch of stuff up for them because he's a good offensive ball handler, good contributor, but he also is really good defensively. So, like instead of them essentially playing Patrick Beverly, who does not bring anything to the offensive side of the ball, you're replacing with Lonzo Ball, who now in his career shoots a better 3 point percentage than he did when he came into the league with a better form on his shot. It kind of makes everything kind of easier for everybody else. But yeah, I just want to shout out also Westbrook. He's had
Yo,
a good playoffs.
yo,
He's
I
had a
had
good
to give him his props, man. I'm like,
the defense, man. I know everyone called him a bad defender, but he is a good defender when he wants to be, and when he's engaged. And I feel like in LA they or sorry with the Lakers they just crapped on him so much that he hated to. It almost looked like he just wasn't enjoying himself.
well, you know
At
what it
least
is.
here it's like he's gonna have a team to be with next year,
You know
just for
what?
this last little bit with the Clippers,
You know what
which
it
I
is.
happy.
You know what it is. Like, you got to reports, right? Even sometimes, we can't see the locker room, but in the locker room, like that's where you see the body language. You see
Hmm.
LeBron, right? I think they showed one. They showed one clip with Westbrook. Was like, have fun, guys. Don't worry about anything. Have fun.
After
And
LeBron was like, "Let's kill these guys," he's like, "Let's just go to have fun." I feel bad for him, man, because like he is a
but
top 75 of all time, man,
but
and
you
like
understand that what that can do is like you remember you're at work and you got people talking about you, rumors are spreading about you. It's gonna
yeah,
demoralize you.
oh,
Like
100%.
we all go. I've been through that many times. It demoralizes. Like I'm trying to do what I gotta do here, but yet people are like have this drama going
The
on.
hate, it's the hate.
You
Like
know,
I mean, not we, a lot of people in the media when they made that trade 2 years ago, how was that going to work? All three of your best players cannot shoot the three well.
right, right,
Westbrook is not just a below average; he's a bad 3 point shooter. He is also a little older now, so he can't be sprinting around the court like he used to back in the
right.
day. He also is a ball dominant player, super ball dominant. LeBron, super ball dominant. Even more so now that he's older, he needs the ball more, right? It's that like we've had these conversations before about LeBron up there in age, what he's limited to, but it just never worked. And like it's unfortunate again for the Clippers. I'm not a Clippers fan. That you miss Paul George again for the playoffs. Kawhi is going to be out. It doesn't look like they're going to go past 5 games with Phoenix. I would have loved to see Paul George and Kawhi with Westbrook, even Westbrook either starting or coming off the bench. I think he's starting now, but they're missing their guys. So I would have loved to see that where he doesn't need to be the guy that's shooting threes in the corner. Yeah, he'll take his shots because he's Russ. But like all that other stuff, he played great D in game one against Booker. He had to stop at the end of the game. He blocked Durant, which who blocks Durant? Like that's crazy. I'm just happy he like this bit gave him another contract, which is good.
One thing
Like
I
yeah,
like,
it's not.
one
Go
thing I
ahead,
like
go ahead.
about him is that like when he's going up against Durant, like he brings his best because I guess when he left him, right? And
Yeah,
I love when he blocks Durant. Like I was like, yes, this is what we need to see you do. It would have
yeah.
been nicer to see it more often because it's kind of funny because when he plays with a shooter, he's played with two of the best mid-range shooters in this era. We can say Kawhi and Durant, and look how much he's gotten better,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Versus when playing with LeBron, ain't that some? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I just don't think LeBron needs a guy like D'Angelo Russell. He's a scorer. He play makes a little bit, but he's a scorer. He's a score first point guard. Westbrook is not a shooter, so like he's a slashing type player that doesn't slash when he has the ball in his hand
Yeah.
constantly. He needs a roller. Like him and AD, I'm not sure why they wouldn't do constant pick and roll with them and then just have shooters around them. But if everyone's just going to say, okay, I'm going to let everybody shoot threes, like you're making him shoot 8 a game, or he's in a position to shoot 8 a game, you have to put him in the best position to win, and they didn't really do that for him. It never would have worked. I
Right.
never really saw at any point it was going to work. Do you want to talk the Warriors?
Well,
Warriors Kings?
before that, Nuggets and
Let's,
Timberwolves, anything there, or you just whatever? We know what it is.
uh, I like that Denver's going to sweep or win in 5. I'm happy. I think the whole stuff with the MVP voting this year has kind of put a sour taste in my mouth about the MVP. Whether it's Embiid who deserves it, Jokic, Giannis, like they kind of put a damper in the attitude of the MVP race this year.
Why?
But
How? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking
oh, you
about.
didn't hear about it? Okay. This might be like a bunch of time though. You sure? Yeah, pretty much the Kendrick Perkins. He was on first. Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
you
yeah.
mean? Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and like it was. I think the way the year went, if that didn't happen, I think organically Joel Embiid would have won MVP this year, which I'm pretty sure he's going to. They just added so much of these insinuations about race, about the MVP, and I don't know, man. It's difficult where Jokic is honestly like, I don't even care about winning another MVP. Like mine is about the playoff time. I'm happy Jamal Murray's playing well and healthy. They're good. Denver's good. The only problem is the bench. A lot of people have no faith in the bench. But their starting lineup is a top starting lineup.
Well, I do want to say this. Like in terms of Jokic, like I don't believe it's any race related thing at all. If he gets it, he
He is
deserves it for sure. Embiid deserves it for sure. I'm not even gonna disagree with Perkins because I do agree with him somewhat. I do because I mean, and it's no offense to him. There's no offense to Nash. There's no. I think Nash is a great player, great point guard. Like I would have Nash. I would pick Nash on my team for a lot of lineups. I really would. Like
You would
I.
pick him over Kobe or Shaq.
But it's just in that. Is that was it that season?
It was that.
It's
Well,
just
technically Kobe was on a bad team, but he had great numbers, and that was also when Shaq had good numbers. So he came second in MVP voting. The only thing is, like, no one in their right mind would not pick Kobe or Shaq over Nash at any point of their careers.
right.
It's just Nash was on the best team with the best record. His numbers were solid. I could kind of see why people would insinuate it's about race, but there's been what I think they said there's three-time MVPs back to back to back, and one of them was Larry Bird, and I believe that the other two were
MJ.
who I think it was Wilt and Russell. So like to bring up race specifically about that, I just think once they brought that up, Jokic got such a sour taste in his mouth that it was more like, okay, I don't care anymore about winning the MVP. Let's just get into the let's get into the playoffs healthy, where everybody's on the same page for win. Like I don't know if they're a championship team, like they're good. I want him to have a deep run, just so it's not he's a bad MVP because he got knocked out in the first round 2 years in a row. I didn't expect them to get knocked out against Minnesota, but like next series, I believe they're facing Phoenix.
Suns. So
So
and
that's going to be a tough one. Like I
they're
think him and
underdogs. They're number one seed, but they're underdogs.
yeah, for sure. Like their matchup is solid to the point where it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. Aaron Gordon's going to have to play big. Like he's going to be the guy that's going to guard KD, and like
Or Michael
that's a
Porter
lot to
Jr.
ask. Hmm?
Or Michael Porter Jr. Like
I
I'm
don't
saying,
know if they're
at
gonna.
times, like he could
Yeah,
be.
yeah, he's gonna be like the second guy as of the starters, but yeah, like he's probably gonna do like Torrey Craig because they need his offense, right? Like I'm sure Jeff Green might need to have a big series defensively off the bench. KCP as well is gonna have to guard Booker. Like there's a lot of stuff in that series that can go wrong for Denver. But
What?
as
Yeah.
long as Jokic just plays his game and Jamal Murray, unfortunately, Chris Paul's not at the age to be chasing Jamal Murray down. So Murray's gonna have to be the guy again. That's what I feel like they were lacking the previous few years without him. Is Jokic is the steady guy that does everything. Murray's the guy that's supposed to drop points and cannot be guarded on the other end. So like
Yeah.
he looks really good. Like he looks really really good. Minnesota, he played great.
Well, I mean,
Sorry, game two, game three.
you look good against Minnesota, but you have
Of
to look
course,
good
of course.
against the
But I mean,
Suns.
you have Conley as a guard, a defensive point guard. Like he's a
No,
solid
but
guard.
no, but like
But yeah, it's going to be a different breed with Phoenix.
right.
Phoenix isn't a good defensive team though, so it depends on the other side. Like, bro, they're going to abuse high pick and roll. Jokic is going to have to deal with high pick and roll consistently. He kind of got a pass this series because they had the two bigs. They had Gobert, they had Towns. So like, Gobert's not doing anything outside of the paint. He barely does anything in the paint.
Right.
So it was a good first round matchup for them, where get out of the first round, see what happens in the second round.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hope Denver wins against Phoenix. My personal opinion, but yeah, the odds look like Phoenix is a beast
Yeah. I don't get.
for
I don't
sure.
get. I have Denver losing to Phoenix in the next round. Um,
I'll
this
I'll put like a beer on that or a coffee on that if you want. I'm
we'll do a
down.
beer. Let's do a beer.
Yeah,
We'll do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
We'll do like Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless, like cases of beer or something like that. You owe
You're
me.
gonna come in with the goat mask and everything
No,
too.
no,
Oh
no, no.
god.
That's if you do religion topping out, that's some satanic crap. I ain't about.
I know, man. That's weird.
I ain't part
He
of that
like to
crap.
love a guy, to love a player that much. Okay, relax. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry,
But
Shannon.
what do you want to Dubs
So
now?
Sixers, so Sixers and Nets is already done, 4-0 sweep, and
As expected,
and
no
I
stops.
do want to say this. I'm loving Joel Embiid's maturity. I don't know if you've really taken a chance to look at the games.
I
Yo,
have.
hey, he's catching the ball at the top of the key. They're doubling him. He's waiting, making fantastic passes. Wide open guy. Like I'm loving how he's playing, and the Nets are a nice they're a nice kind of preparation team for the Celtics because they do have some pretty solid defenders on that squad. So
That's where Philly's gonna get knocked out, man. That's what I think.
if I'm telling you though, if Embiid can kind of
Well, he's injured.
is he now?
Yeah, he
He's
hurt
out.
his knee. He missed
Oh,
game four, and they said it might be a few games, but it depends how long Boston Atlanta's gonna go. If he gets like a few extra days, he might be good
oh,
for.
that's
But
sad.
that's never a good sign. But Boston plays Philly good.
Yeah, they
They
do. They
play
do.
really good tactical defense. Horford, Williams, like
They
a
do.
lot of people were talking about. I think it was a regular season matchup, and Philly just blew Boston out. But Boston was resting a lot of their guys, and they put Grant Williams, who's I think he's like 6'6" forward,
Yeah.
on Joel the whole game, purposely to not like tip their hand on like when they face in the playoffs. And Philly fans are like, "Yes, we finally beat Boston." And Boston's like, "Okay, well, we're not. Horford's not guarding you. That's the big key. Horford and Joel Embiid. Like Horford literally gives so many problems to Embiid.
Yeah.
Like, I just, I don't know, man. I think Boston's a better team there.
Well, Horford. One thing about Horford, man, like he brings that element of that 3-point shot. I remember when he dunked on Giannis. Oh my gosh, man! Like he was not
I
having
like
it
Horford, man.
at all. He was. Giannis was trying to like bully them and trying to like say like I got your number.
And then he
Uh,
did the okay, okay. Then the next possession, this guy.
Dunked on.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
and
I
he got
like
hit in the
Horford.
face.
Yeah,
Giannis caught it that time. But yeah, so
yeah.
Philly moved on, and all the best of them in Boston next round. Boston Hawks, I think, even though Hawks won game three, I think we know Boston's just cruising. They're
Hmm.
going to win game four, most likely game five. 5 games, close it out. You have anything else to say?
Honestly, nothing. They're gonna beat them.
The only
I'd be
thing,
shocked if they win Game 4. If they win Game 4, it's gonna be a longer series. It's gonna go maybe 6, maybe
six.
7.
Will be a
But
six. Yeah.
well, no, I mean if Atlanta ties it,
Yeah, it'll
then
be
it's like
six
okay,
games.
yeah, no, but I'm saying they might like extend it after 6 because I don't see Boston losing at home to them.
Yeah.
But if they can't win in Atlanta, Atlanta might steal they might steal Game 6 to stretch it to 7.
Right.
But it all depends. I think they're playing tonight, I believe, right?
Yeah. No.
Tomorrow. No, they
Today
yeah,
they played it at
today.
7. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So we'll know by then. I
Oh,
what do you
what I
think?
want to say
My
was that for the Hawks,
what's
when I was watching the Hawks, man, the only thing I can say, though, I wasn't even talking about the game. I was talking about next year. What can they do? What is their like? Who are they going with next year? I think Trey Young's gonna be out soon. Um,
traded?
Traded, waived, free agent, whatever. Like he has to go somewhere else.
Whoa. He's not. They're not gonna waive him.
Not waived, sorry,
They're
not waived,
gonna
but he's
trade
gonna
him.
like yeah for sure.
Like he's
Like
gonna be gone.
he
You
needs to
think?
he needs to go. Like he needs to go find himself a better team or find himself a better fit. I'll say better fit. That makes more sense because Derek White is outworking him. Is like and Derek White's not even what he's not even the third, fourth
I mean,
best.
he's a G League guy who's come up with the Spurs, so he knows how to play proper basketball.
Right,
He knows how
but
to put work in.
but
So yeah,
but like he's
100%.
dominant. It's like even though Trey's getting his points, but he's like
Yeah,
dominating them
it's
though.
not the same.
Yeah,
You, I'm not sure. Did we have this conversation last week about Trey?
we did.
So here's what I would probably just say on that, and then you could do your thing, or we can move on. It's up to you.
There's a little bit I have to say.
I think it could work. I
Okay.
think him and Murray could work. Trey needs to be the guy that says, okay, what did I do wrong this year? I have a point
Yes.
guard, a starting all-star point guard on my team, and he's playing off ball as a non-shooter. I am the shooter. I am the guy that needs to be off ball because I open the floor to so many guys on the team. Atlanta should be on paper, if they had the right mindset, a top 6 team in the East. I 100% agree. I think that's true. I think if they talk to Trey Young and they say, listen, this can work. You could actually score more. Not worry about the offensive like passing as much. Being off ball more will help your offense, help the team more. Have that Steph Curry run around, cause chaos on the offensive end for the other team defensively. I think it could work.
Yes.
They have a team that could work.
If
It's
if
up to him.
yeah, if it's like if he stops ISOing, he has to stop the ISO.
ISOing. But like, what makes him think ISO is a good play? That's
Right.
what confuses me.
Like he needs to stop ISOing. If he's gonna like I guess make a play or something, use the pick, do the lob. That's fine, right?
Yeah,
And what he needs to add to his game too is that when he cuts that corner and that pick and roll, and they're trying to guard the lob, kick it out to the corner. Like if he adds that to his game and like you said, the off ball shooting, he'll be a terror. He will
do
be a terror.
do you think if he 50% of the time he's off ball, that'll fix so many things? Even if because his offensive pick and roll isn't bad.
Yeah,
His
exactly.
ISO game, it at times is okay. If you're on a big or they switch instantly or whatnot, you want to go against the matchup. But ISO against another guard, you have other players on your team. Like he should think they're so worried about me that I'm getting everybody else better shots. Because that's how Curry thinks. And unfortunately, fortunately, he has a
The
lot of
skills. He
skills
has all
that
the
Curry has.
tangibles that
He
need.
just needs the off ball. Stop with the dribble. He you know what he reminds me of? He plays like James Harden.
Yeah.
He's not James Harden. James Harden is 6'7", 2 something. Trey's not that. He needs to be off ball, moving, like cause chaos. You know how many times Curry causes chaos and there's an easy bucket for someone else? That's because of Curry. Everyone said KD was the guy when he was in Golden State, and he was. He was the best player on the team. But Curry drove the bus. Curry drove the offense. If there are 5 seconds left on the clock, yeah, throw it to KD. He could get 2 points on anybody. But the constant movement of him, Clay, and Murray needs the ball as the point guard. Let
Yes.
him be the steady point guard. Don't worry about passing. Even if can you see him averaging less assists but more points, but positive points? He thinks either I score or I pass to someone who scores. That's good. It's not always about that. You could sit in the corner and cause chaos by just doing the right stuff. Move, 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 move. I think that will solve like 50% of the problems that they have. Because
Yeah.
defensively, adding Murray as their shooting guard, point guard tandem is a good idea. It's just the offensive end that's really hurting them,
Yeah.
I
Like
think.
yeah. Like if like he likes taking his long deep threes. I'm not really mad at him taking it. I just don't like
Exactly. He's
how
that
he
guy.
takes it because
Exactly.
he's taking it on a half court offense with 16 on the shot clock. Like, bruh,
Stupid.
come on.
Yeah.
Like, you're not that. If he
Like,
takes
unless you're on fire, you're doing great. Sure, take a heat check.
yeah, if he
But
takes it in rhythm, let's say on a fast break, and he's walking into it, and he has the momentum,
exactly.
oh yeah, he will start. Oh yeah, but he needs to like get out of this. It's a mindset. He thinks he's Curry, or yeah, I guess if he thinks
Two
he's
things. He should be Curry. He
well,
has the skill
similar,
set
similar, because I
to
think he should take
have
more
the
mid range.
similarities.
I think he should take more
Exactly.
mid range too. Like
And he's a good mid-range shooter. Like
yes,
he hits buckets in the mid-range. He just needs to be off the ball. 100%.
yeah, definitely. So I guess in that terms, yeah, but he didn't. He doesn't look like he's into the game. He doesn't look like he's with his team. He's sitting on the end of the bench. So but again, if he can fix here, just here, like he has the skills are there, the passing, shooting. He has the conditioning. I'm pretty sure he has the conditioning.
We don't know because he's never done it.
But it's just if he just gets it up here, oh yeah, definitely Hawks will be a terror.
For
Hawks will be
sure.
a terror.
They have a lot of good pieces, man.
Yeah,
And last year they had the same thing. It's just you have to keep developing. Just
yes,
because you're an all-star doesn't mean you're done developing, right? And also, real quick, not to just expand, but the same thing with Luca. Luca and Trey are on the same line. They feel like they're in. They've gotten it. They don't need to improve. Like attitude goes such a long way on the basketball court. Both of those guys need that.
well,
100%.
also too like awareness and knowing who you are does
100%.
go a long way because with Luca, like he thinks that he got 2 or 3 more years playing that style and it's gonna work. There's some young players coming up. Ja is still pretty young, and if Zion can stay healthy for 2 years, let's say if he stays healthy for 2 years, he could probably win a championship. Like Luca may not even win a championship if he doesn't like change up his game because it's too
New
much. Like
Orleans.
it's like for 82 games and then you're going 4 games minimum every series. That's 16 games minimum, right? So if you lose, it's more games. It's too much on your body. It's why LeBron started breaking down, and that's what LeBron knows he needed like scorers on his team. The only issue with LeBron is that he always tries to be the ball dominant guy, which hurts him because the eyes are always on you, the coach is always on you. With Curry, like he brings a different element to the game. So he's off ball, so he's not handling the ball all the time. You got Dre coming up, and for 3 years straight, you got Clay that can bring up the ball. You got Draymond Green that can bring up the ball. You got KD. You know how much years that added for Curry. He's in the playoffs again and
For sure.
tying up
I
possibly.
agree, man. I
You know what I
agree.
mean?
But hold on. In fairness, LeBron's 20 years in,
Hmm?
so
No, but
he's like he could play another 2 years. It looks like now,
no, but
even
like
with being ball dominant. I agree. He needs to take a more step back. The only problem with guys like LeBron, guys like Kobe, Jordan, like those top echelon players, is they're not sharpshooters.
wait, wait, wait,
LeBron
wait, wait,
can't
wait.
sit at the 3 point line
Jordan
the
is a
entire game.
sharpshooter, bro. At least at the mid range, like he gets
Okay,
buckets.
let's not get crazy into the
He gets
debate. Sure,
buckets.
but I'm
He's averaged
saying
50% from the field.
Jordan's best. Okay, at 40 years old,
Career wise, he's
Jordan's
averaged 50% of this at the field.
sure, but not at the 3 point line. He was below average at the 3 point line.
No, but like the man gets buckets. Like
I agree. I agree.
there's a reason
But
why okay, there's a reason why players feared him and fear Curry. He gets buckets.
Yes, yeah. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm saying what was Jordan's like when he got older and the athleticism dipped a little. What did he start doing?
Fadeaway jump shots.
But where? In the
Post block.
post.
Yeah.
So LeBron needs to do that. The only problem
He
is,
can't do that though.
up until now, he had a team that was flawed. The only problem now is Anthony Davis is not a good three-point shooter anymore. So the spacing for LeBron is tough. You know what I mean? No?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
You think Anthony? You're telling me like, first of all, LeBron, like you said, does not have the post games
Right.
that
Exactly.
had.
That's what it is.
So him being outside of the 3-point line, like out of the three, he has to be outside the 3-point line playmaking because he has better court vision than both of them. You could agree the court vision for LeBron is better than Jordan, better than Kobe.
Yeah.
So he has to use that to his advantage. You know what I mean? So like for him being in the post, first of all, he's not a good post player. He's not a bad post player. He's just that's not his strength. His strength is facilitating and scoring from the ball handling part.
Okay.
So it takes more effort for him, for sure.
Well, he's up 2-1 on the Grizzlies right now, so they're looking pretty good.
Yeah,
I didn't
watched
see the
that
game though
yesterday.
because I know Stephen A. Well, me and Stephen A. We said the same things. Like, yeah, he has to bust Dylan Brooks. You know what? He has to.
He did. He did. They scored 9 points in the first quarter, Mike.
Who? Grizzlies?
Memphis scored 9 points.
Yeah. Ooh, 6-5-9. Okay. I didn't see the game.
They ended up coming back, but the game was out of reach. Dylan Brooks got ejected. He pulled the Draymond, tried to kick LeBron or punch. Yeah, I think he hit LeBron in below the belt.
I don't think it was on purpose. I think he was just trying to steal the ball. I don't think he meant to do it like intentionally.
I mean, sure. We'll continue with that conversation, but no, sure. Memphis is in trouble. Like Memphis, especially with Ja not being Ja right now. Like I think he had okay numbers, but like his wrist is pretty banged up.
Yeah, and they talk so much smack, and anyways.
And not Ja. I don't believe Ja did. It was just Dylan Brooks. Like why are you poking the bear?
Ja Morant had 45 points. Holy crap!
He had 45 points.
He had 45 points.
His first half was terrible.
Memphis had 45 points. Oh my goodness!
This guy was injured too. Oh my goodness! Wow. Never mind. He played great.
Dylan Brooks had 7. The one that's been talking all this smack. We want LeBron.
He got ejected. Yeah, he's not a good. Dylan Brooks is a great. He's Patrick Beverly, just taller.
2.0.
Yep. He cannot score. He's a below. Look at his stats. This year, 14 points a game, 39% field goal percentage, 32% 3-point percentage. That's not an offensive player.
Right.
I think he's going to realize that he cannot say the stuff that he's been saying and think that he's going to get away with it. If Memphis loses to the Lakers, which it looks like they are, I really think that right now how the Lakers are playing, they're a better team. That's bad for Memphis. You're the 2 seed. You should beat the 7 seed. And it's surprising that this is how their season is going to end.
Right. With the Kings and Warriors, in my analysis, I said that the Warriors need to hold De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk to like 25 to 20 points, and they'll be able to take care of business, and they did. Malik Monk only had 4 points. De'Aaron Fox had 26, and Sabonis had 15. So that's exactly so. If they just hold one of those 2 guys, if they hold one of the guys to under 10 points, they're gonna win the series. Like,
did you watch Game 3?
No, I didn't.
Golden State played desperate.
Yeah.
But they didn't play great.
Yeah.
Which is like Golden State hasn't played great so far in this series.
Right.
They've been
no, game 1 they actually played pretty well.
And lost. So like how great did they really play type
right.
It's tough to debate that. Well, no, they didn't play great defensively. Monk and and
Yeah,
Fox
that's
went
true. They
off
went
him.
off on them. They went off on them.
Yeah, so like
But they could have stole that game though. That game was in there. Like they were comfortably in the lead, and they just
yeah.
couldn't really
Well,
hold it.
game 3 was close until the fourth quarter. They blew the doors out the fourth quarter.
Are you
It
sure?
was somewhat close, and Sacramento was not playing well, and they were close up until the fourth, and then Warriors took over. Like Curry played great. A lot of guys played really, really desperate on that team. You don't have any concerns right now with the seed? Like you still think
I got Warriors coming out.
Warriors?
I
I
got Warriors
didn't
coming out this
expect the
series.
yeah I do too. I didn't expect the Warriors to
Be
like
down 2-1.
no the road, like they're so bad on the road. They're gonna have to steal a game there and
I
make sure
think
they
they
don't
will.
lose at all at home.
I think they will steal the game. I'm not worried about that.
You
7 games, they'll win game 7.
really?
I don't know. It's just when it comes to this team, they'll win all their home games, and they'll win one road. They'll win a road. They'll win a road game. And
Yeah.
with this game
What happens if they lose?
5 or 7, they got it.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, like the Warriors haven't had a great game yet. We're like, oh, okay, they got it going now. Like they've played desperate. Like game 3, they earned that win because of the hard work they put in. Like they went all out. Um, yeah, it's an interesting series, man. So far that's the one series that's been the most entertaining for sure.
Well, are you sure about that? What about the Knicks and the Cavaliers? That's a good series.
Yeah, it's a good series too.
It's a pretty close
Uh,
game right now. Third quarter, the Cavaliers
yeah,
up
what's the
2,
score? Up
66,
two?
64. Yep.
It's one of those old school '90s games.
Yeah, man. It's a
Got
nice
Tibbs on
play.
the side with his horsey voice, defense. Like it's. I was surprised how little Cleveland scored in Game
79
3.
points. I know.
First team this whole season scored under 80 points.
Wow.
That's shocking. First of all, it used to happen all the damn time. Now it never happens. For this to be the first time this season, that's shocking.
But it's because of the role players taking more threes. That's why.
You mean the Knicks or the Cavs?
No, I'm talking in general. It's the reason why points are so much more higher because the
Oh,
role
yeah,
players
yeah.
are
Like
taking more
offense.
threes, centers are taking more threes. So that's why the points are higher.
More shots now than it
Yeah.
was back in the day. But yeah, no, it's an entertaining series for sure. I still think Golden State Sacramento is more. Like I'm excited about. They play tonight, I believe, right? I'm excited about that game, man.
Yeah.
I want to see what happens.
Right.
You want to touch on Bucks? Not
Yeah.
Bucks. Yeah, Bucks Heat.
Yeah. Bucks is disappointing me right now. What is going on here?
Giannis is-
Like they're down 2-1, and they lost by
Yeah.
22 in game 3.
Yeah. Did you hear about Victor Oladipo though?
No, injured.
Out whole at least the playoffs. I think he torn something or other. Let me see one sec. Done for a year. Guard reportedly season knee injury.
Oh,
He torn patellar tendon in his left knee. He had one of those like non-contact driving to the hole, and he just lands funny, and you could see he instantly goes down. Like it looked like one of those he's done for a year again, which is unfortunate for him, man.
what do you call it?
And Jimmy too went down with an injury at the end of the third quarter.
So the Bucks will probably come back and win this series.
Well, it depends if Giannis is going to come back. Like Giannis has to come back. Like I know Bucks are a good team without him, but
Is he
Like-
injured too?
who?
Giannis?
Yeah, he missed game 2 and game 3.
Oh, he did.
And I think a lot of game 1 he missed, I believe.
No, game 1 he played for the most of it. Like I saw the game. I saw those highlights.
No, he didn't play the whole game though. He did get injured fairly like
Yeah.
I don't know how early or how late, but let me see here.
I didn't even see
minutes?
all that. I didn't know he didn't play game 2 or game 3.
He had 10 minutes.
In game 1? Are you sure? Okay, I swear I saw him playing a
I
lot.
just checked. I just confirmed
going
it.
game
I don't know.
one.
See the phone. Yeah, 10
Game
minutes
one. I'm
he,
going
he
to
had.
game one right now. I watched that series. Watched that game.
Oh, that's when Hero got injured too, broken wrist or hand or
Oh yeah, he
something.
only had 6 points. That's not Giannis. Like
10 minutes, bro. That's crazy. No, we'll see. I would be still shocked if Miami beats Bucks.
no,
Like
but like Miami
Miami,
has their number because they've taken him out before, and they have like an Adebayo, like you said, Tyler Hero. But if he's injured too, what's with these
yeah, he's up.
injuries? Injuries
Huh?
are taking out the excitement of the game.
Yeah. Load management has not been working.
So what is
All
it?
this stuff about load management, all people are going to be healthier. That's not the case.
So what is it?
People just jump higher now. I don't know. Freak injuries too. Like Heroes was a freak injury. Giannis fell wrong on his back. Jimmy just fell wrong on his back too yesterday. Just freak injuries. It's not wear and tear
Or
injuries.
are these injuries, or are these just players? I don't want to say softer, but like I remember Iverson and Kobe. But then again, it's up to them. It's their bodies. But the players back in the day would play through a lot of these injuries, and we Michael Jordan one time kind of had a knee, some type of knee injury against the Knicks. He went
Well,
out. He
I
came,
didn't, bro. I was not alive then, but
yeah, he went out. He
yeah,
came, he came back in. He's like, I don't want him to think they have any advantage over me.
they have a contract. Do you remember? He has a contract. His contract, I think one of the years he signed a contract with the Bulls, stated, "You cannot tell me when I can't or can play basketball. I can play basketball when, where, and how much I want." He put that in his contract because I believe it was his second season. I think you said it was the ankle or the knee that he got injured, and he missed a bulk of time, and he hated it because they were being extra precautious with him, and he was like, I'm okay now. Like people have played through injuries before. Now nobody wants to really play through injuries. I think with Giannis, I don't know.
He don't
I'm
seem
sure.
that type. He seems like any like small, like he can come back from anything.
Yeah, but again, you got to also understand he's an investment to like a lot of the players. They have massive investments. Like these teams have so much money riding on this one or two, three players that they're like, no, this game one isn't or game two isn't as important as your career, as your entire contract with us. So like a lot of the teams are being extra precautious, like extra safe with these guys because they're like, if you get injured and your career is over or you're not the same player, I wasted all this money that I'm going to be paying you. Like you're not going to be worth the contract I gave you. So I think a lot of times the teams now aren't pushing players back because they're like, I'd rather you be okay. Like unless it's the finals, don't play. Like that's crazy to think that. Like playoffs are playoffs, but a lot of teams think that way. Like I want to know. I really wonder how Kawhi's injury. Is this a legitimate injury, or is it, you know, I have a little bruise on my knee. I need some time. Like we don't know. Like Kawhi's missed time on soft stuff, so
Thigh
it's hard
bruise,
to tell.
his thigh bruise.
Yeah. So like it's I don't know. I think the whole league is like that now.
Yeah.
The whole league is like that. What other series do we got to talk about?
No, we covered them all.
We covered them all.
We covered them all. Yeah.
We got a couple minutes. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, for the NBA, I think it's pretty set forward, except for the Cavaliers, Knicks, Kings, and Warriors. And
Man, Bucks Miami is going to be
that
weird, interesting now.
it's kind of up in the air, yeah. So, yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. I'm glad we got to talk about it because I wanted to catch up on it. I like being caught up on everything. It's very
Yeah, man.
nice. We haven't like talked about the ball in a while. Like, yo, man, I need to talk to Diego right now. Let's talk about
Oh
it
yeah,
right now.
yeah, man.
Let it out.
Honestly, this past week I've I've been feeling like way better. I'm like we gotta try to set a date, man, and just go for ball for like an hour or something.
Remember, you asked me about the Fire Stick.
Fire stick.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I did.
yes, I do have it.
Oh, okay,
I'm a-
sweet.
I'm able to watch the
Oh,
NBA game.
right, when you called me last week. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm able to watch NBA games on my computer. Blessed. I can record. It's nice.
Yeah?
So I'm
Okay,
happy
beautiful.
about
I might
happy.
be getting it too, man, because, man, Rogers is too expensive now.
You know what sucks with like NBA League Pass on the computer? They have
Mm.
blackouts. It's so cheese, man.
Blackouts? What do you mean?
I can't watch any game. I can't even rewatch a game. Oh, sorry. Let me rephrase. If something's being broadcast around my area on TSN or Sportsnet, whatever, I can't watch any live games on their channel on their like on their site.
That's on Fire Stick?
No, that's on the League Pass website itself.
Huh.
So
That's weird.
it'll
Oh, oh, because it's televised here, so it's not on League Pass. Is that what that means?
or it's like it's televised here, so it's since it's being broadcasted, we're
They
not
don't.
showing it. It's like what kind of
That makes a lot of sense though, because normally League Pass is with Rogers or Bell, and then it's like, don't go to League Pass, go to TSN or go to Sportsnet, and the channel's right there.
but I'm paying them.
I know, but are you not getting the sports channels too, or you just bought League
No,
Pass?
League Pass is for NBA. NBA League Pass is strictly NBA. I'm paying them. I pay
Yeah,
them a monthly subscription, so I should get the
that's
game.
Rogers still doing that to you, most
Huh?
likely. That doesn't seem like League. That's whoever your Rogers or Bell.
Right.
That's you're
That
doing
shit.
it.
Yo, that
So
makes
don't
sense
watch it on
now.
League Pass. We have it on national, like our channel switched to there,
Right.
which
But
sucks.
you can't record on your screen, can you? Or
I,
if you can
I
record,
can
are you able to
never,
get it on the computer and do edits?
never tried it to be
Right.
honest.
So that's a whole
I
nother
never.
issue. So with the Fire Stick, I can watch it here. I can see the NBA games and I can record. Oh, another thing too. If you're watching, if you're watching like old games, right? Let's say I watched the Warriors Kings game two, and I'm on League Pass trying to record with OBS. It's blacked out. I can't even record. Yo, they're so cheese, and that's League Pass fault. That's not Rod. That's League Pass.
Sure.
It's like,
Yeah.
yo, what is wrong with you guys, right? Like the
Yeah.
video I shared with you. That was the first time I did quality video like that on the
It
NBA.
looked good. Well, I mean, mine was all freezing because my computer was
Yeah,
being weird.
I can
Yeah, no,
share
it
it
looked
with you
good.
on TikTok. You know, I can share it.
Yeah, I'm seeing all your posts, man. I'm really proud of you. You're doing a good job. You're doing good stuff on there, man.
Yes, sir. Where's this damn thing? Where's the message? I don't know what to message you. Chat. There, I sent you some. If it's clearer, watch it there. But yeah, man, that's the work. Yeah. I'm so happy because I'll be able to do more of these type of content going forward, and hopefully, yeah, hopefully I can.
Sorry, that was really loud. Did you hear the volume?
No, no,
Okay, beautiful. I couldn't hear anything you said since I played it.
yeah, yeah. I was saying like hopefully, and since I got this access to this system now, I can do more content like this. Post it on Instagram, Facebook, wherever I need to post it. So I'm happy about that.
So what, you made this video and then what, you broke it down afterward?
I didn't break it down. It's a simple video. It's
Oh,
just
you just showed. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
like if you
Dude,
see the
honestly, I agree with you with there's a difference between stars that put a lot of work in and then guys that don't have the skill set to be superstars but put so much effort into it. Derek White is 100% one of those guys.
yeah,
You got to understand, this guy was G League. This guy was in the G League with the Spurs.
right,
I think he won MVP. I think they won the championship in the G League.
right,
He slowly got into the rotation with the Spurs, became a starter, played well. For a team to trade for him in a championship caliber team, to trade for him and then start, the dude puts in hard work.
yeah.
And I don't want to talk about it, but that's what the Raptors need. They need hard workers.
That was Van
Be-
Vliet before.
Huh?
That was like Van Fleet.
100%. Now it's, I'm a star. Like, nah. from 1 to 12, you need guys working hard. The Raptors, since Kawhi left, have not been a team that doesn't, oh, we just need to show up and we're going to win games. You
Right.
have to put hard work in. And I tell my son this every time. I tell myself every day, you got to put in the hard work, the
Yes.
right work to succeed, man.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, man. So I guess that's about it. That's about it for the podcast. Let's see how the playoffs go from here. And yeah, man, I just can't wait for the finals. I really can't wait. It's such an interesting
Yeah, you don't know
unknown
who.
this
You
year.
don't really
So,
know who. There's not like, oh, them, you know?
and I gotta say this too. It'll be pretty cool if LeBron wins, because
I hope not.
no, well, I know, but I'm not a big supporter of his either. But it's like it would be pretty cool if he wins as a number 7 seed, right? And with the team he's on, it'll be pretty cool. It's like, wow, like this guy
And
took,
starting 2-10 to win the championship, that's pretty crazy.
right? You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you right now, if that happens, dear Lord, how much crap about LeBron being better than Jordan is gonna come
Even
up
though it's
like
still,
crazy.
even though it's still
It's
not
gonna
gonna
be
be the
so
case.
annoying, and it's gonna be like that's kind of like another check that LeBron did. 7 seed, start 2-10, get trades mid-season to do win a
Yeah,
championship. You know, if they win a championship, another Finals MVP for Jordan for LeBron. It's tough, man. It's tough.
yeah,
You don't know.
it'd be pretty cool. But yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. We're signing off. This is Mike and Diego on Sports Business Life Podcast. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Have a good week.
Peace.
Peace.